Namaskaram. Am I audible? Hello, Sanket. Good evening, good evening. So, those who are watching this, please let me know if my video and audio is clear. Okay, so those who are, let's wait for one more minute. Okay, it's not 6 as still. And yeah. So, video and audio is clear, right? I don't have a studio setup, okay? So, maybe one more minute. Yeah, one more. Hello, Nilipta. Those who are present, just say hi. Those who are present, please let me just say hi in the comment box, short box. We'll start the session. Hello, Indra Kumar Reddy. Hello, Indra Kumar Reddy. Okay. So, all good, right? Shall we start? Yeah. So, firstly, very good evening. Hope you are all doing well. Hope your preparation is going well. Now, for few minutes, I want to talk about GS preparation. Okay, so results are out, prelims, last year results. Okay, so now let's talk. Okay, let's consider this prelims results. Okay, firstly, this is what. Okay, if you are having notes, okay, please have a pen and paper and please note these down. Okay, you should not be spending 1 more hour watching this video again. Okay, so please have a notes with you and note down these points. This is going to be very important webinar. Okay, so please stick with me till till the end. Yeah, so firstly what you have to do is analyze your last 1 year preparation. Okay, the first thing you have to see is there a consistency in your preparation? Write down this point. Is there a consistency in your preparation? UPSC exam demands this consistency. You don't have consistency, you are not going to clear this exam. Okay, consistency is the key. You may miss 1 or 2 days in between, okay, but not weeks and months. When I say consistency, again, is there a consistency in revision? Is there a consistency in answer writing? Consistency in current affairs, okay, going through the current affairs. So, what kind of consistency you made for every subject? This is very important. You complete your optionals by November or December and you forget it and you just, you again open your optional after prelims. This will not work. you have completed your optional, that means at least 10-15 minutes every day after that you should give for revision. That consistency has to be there. And you, like, again, you completed something, ethics and all. Again, I'm not saying you give hours and hours before prelims, okay, from January, but 10 to 15 minutes, okay, you try to revise. This must happen, okay, this must happen, because whatever you read, you are reading it with putting so much effort, and you should not be losing them just because of this revision 10-15 minutes. And you do this revision for 3 to 4 times, all these things will be, it's like you don't forget them that easily. Once you have done sufficient revision, it's like you are, traveled in a path, like, in a route many times, and you know where exactly what it is. I mean, where is the ATM, okay, where is some salon, where is some hotel, okay. So consistency you must have, okay, and revision, consistency for all the subjects. Whatever you read, you should not be losing it. This is what is happening. You read all these concepts in physics, science and tech, whatever you are reading now, no? You have read them in your 7th, 8th class, 9th, 10th, okay, 11th, 12th, whatever. But you are reading them again. You may forget it to certain extent, but it should not be like you completely, okay, maybe the stream or whatsoever. But from now onwards, what you do is, whatever you read, you make sure that you are not going to lose it. You are not going to spend same time again, putting the efforts again to master it. So whatever you read, you make sure that you did sufficient revision. So I hope this is clear. Consistency and revision, have you lacked this? For every subject, for every page you read, for every issue you read, okay, have you revised it 3 to 4 times? Is there a consistency in your preparation, be it revision, okay, be it giving in test series, testing yourself? So you make sure these are the 2 key things to clear UPSC, guys. So make sure this year you don't commit this mistake. Consistency, you have started early, okay. If you maintain this consistency, again I am not saying you spend 8-9 hours every day, you spend 6 to 7 hours, okay. 5 hours even working aspirants can devote for UPSC, okay. So if you can maintain this consistency over a period of time, 6 to 7 months, you will see most of the syllabus you would have completed, okay, and things would become easier for you if you have revised properly, okay. Now results are out. I want you to look back and see whether you have revised properly, consistency is there, and what all mistakes you made on each front. When it comes to GS1, have you completed the syllabus? Have you given sufficient marks? How many times you have revised? How many MCQs you have solved? Okay, is there a consistency in giving the marks? So all these you note down, because on the exam day, after results, you will be, all these things you would be recapping. But what's the point when everything is over? You need to learn from your mistakes. UPSC is all about filling the gaps, improving on your mistakes, not to, not making these mistakes again and again. You know them very well, okay, and you must put pen on paper and note them down, and these should fuel your journey. These should be the motivation. These should be the guiding light in your preparation, not to look here and there. This is what you have to look first. Yourself, your preparation, your last 365 days. Okay. And when it comes to optional, when did you start your preparation? Have you completed all the previous year questions, at least 10 previous year questions, 10 years previous year questions for optionals before you attempting any mock test series in the market. Okay, like optional, have you completed before November or October, November or December? Because if you don't complete now, it will be very, because after January you would be completely devoted to prelims, and after prelims you cleared prelims, let's say, it is very difficult to master optionals. Most of the aspirants who failed in mains are, they have this reason: they didn't do well in the optional, they did well in the you know GS. Apparently they did well, but optionals, this is what, okay, made them, not to clear mains. So it is very important that you master, you complete your optional, and 80%, 90%, no, go for 100%. You try to complete it as much as possible. Have a deadline like November, not even December. I don't okay, because July, August, September, October, November, 5 months are there. 5 months are there. If you give 3 to 4 hours every day for optionals, you would be completing it. Okay. So please, have you committed this mistake last year? And please don't commit this year. Optionals and previous year questions every day, 2 questions from options. Whatever the content you read, make sure that, is there any previous year question asked based on this? Always exam oriented, guys. Okay, don't go on reading just for the sake of knowing and all. How much this content is important? Okay, is there any question asked, then how they are framed? Is there any possibility? Okay, is there any possibility that, 1 second. So you make sure you complete your optionals by November. Okay, is there any possibility that any questions can be asked in future based on this, again, and reframing? Okay, if you see, if you have gone through the previous year questions, prelims previous year questions, some keyword again and again they will reframe and give as a question. So this is what is happening. So when it comes to optionals, plan like this: by November you should be completing your optionals with previous year questions answer writing. And current affairs, is there a consistency in going through the current affairs? Don't wait for monthly magazines. Okay, it would be piled up. Okay, don't wait for monthly magazines, go for daily if possible, and choose your current affairs source in such a way that they are providing daily. Okay, if not weekly. Don't go for monthly compilations. Weekly compilation at max you can go for. Okay, and every day when you cover current affairs, make sure you are attempting questions based on them, 4 to 5 questions. And always don't, like, you frame questions like you think you have to be like, okay, how UPSC thinks, you have to adopt this mentality when you are going through any content. Okay, so like what kind of question can be asked based on this? What are the possibilities? This is called brainstorming, guys. Okay, do this, it will motivate you, and when you think in this manner, no, there won't be possibility of making mistakes. That probability would be reduced. So have you made these mistakes in your last year preparation? And when it comes to GS, like, I want you to do this. Okay, as of now you would be preparing, if you are attending this webinar, that means you would be preparing for prelims, next year prelims. So current affairs, 3 to 4 hours. Not current affairs, optionals, current affairs 1.5 hour. Again, don't go on reading the newspapers and all. There are people, there are institutions who made the things easier for you. Better video explanation or better PDF explanations are there. What is relevant from the exam point of view, they have presented. So choose a smart way. I am not telling to ignore, but again, whatever the Harry Potter book is there, Harry Potter series, movies are there, which one you choose? Because movies are the crux of those books, and they will be like they will involve all your cognitive senses, you won't be forgetting them. So choose these kind of sources for current affairs, be it video, be it PDF, whatever suits you. If you are a senior player, you can go for the PDF. If you are a beginner, you can go for the video, but not more than 1.5 hours for current affairs. And again, these current affairs, they will present it like in a PDF, like these are all the topics from GS1, GS2, GS3. Again, you segregate. I want you to segregate this. This involves little bit of work, because let's say you read something from something based on earth comes under that geography, GS1 geography, and then there are phenomena, right? So earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunami, all these things. So it comes under earthquake. So when you map this, you will get to know how much content you read based on earthquakes. You can connect the dots. But if you read it just like any other, randomly, all the scattered information, how would you be able to connect the dots? Tell me. So you have to make a proper folder system. You have to split these PDFs, these pages into, PDFs, and then, I hope you are getting. You need to map. You need to map this. No need to have kind of that micro syllabus and all, but majorly, in which module this comes under? Indian geography, earthquake, that phenomena, So please do this. This is very, very important that aspirants I will come back to all these questions. So don't just go by this, whatever they give it to you, you read it and think that this is completed, If you map all these things or whatever you read to the syllabus, you would be getting exact picture of what this exam is about, how much you read, how you can utilize this content, So please, consistency, revision and mapping whatever you read back to the syllabus. This is what I am telling in CSAT. If you can map a question to a particular chapter, in that particular chapter, concepts are limited, you can apply any one of the concept relevant to that and arrive at the solution, because this is not happening with the aspirants, Once you done sufficient revision, this question is from ratios and proportionality, this question is from profit and loss. I hope this is clear, Now again, when you are reading current affairs, all GS4 are covered, guys. So don't worry that I am not covering GS. So after December, you would be completely devoting for GS. Before that, what needs to be done, you do that. So optionals, current affairs, CSAT must. CSAT cannot be a last minute preparation anymore. With paper, pattern changing every year, difficulty. Paper getting more difficult and lengthy. It needs, again, 30 to 40 minutes every day. If you are from non-mathematics background, you must start your preparation early. So optionals, current affairs, CSAT you can give 30-40 minutes, max 1 hour. So optionals 3 hours, current affairs 1.5 hour at max, let's say. 2 hours, 1 hour for CSAT, so it's becoming like 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours. And make sure you give one essay, essay content, one essay every week, one essay every week. So this is done. Once you have done this, you can, start your GS preparation. In them, again, prioritize. GS4, you try to complete it in 1 or 1.5 months. Other times you give for GS, again, prioritize them. Economy, political polity, and then modern Indian history, like this. So whatever you do, you try to prioritize. What are the consistency, revision is there? Above that, whatever you do, prioritize these things in your preparation. You shouldn't be starting your preparation from ancient history, medieval or something like this. So prioritize, because in the exam hall they are not telling you to score 200 by 200. Half of the marks are there. So only when you prioritize which chapter, like which subjects are important, in them again which areas are important, to certain extent you will definitely do well, right? So this is what I wanted to tell about GS, guys. Okay, 20 minutes, not more than this. Must be noting down what all mistakes you have made on every part. Okay, GS1, CSAT, optionals, answer writing, current affairs, other GS4 essays. Okay, optionals again I am telling, have you completed it before November? Have you given, okay, I mean, have you practiced answer writing 2 questions every day? Have you completed all the previous year questions? And have you revised after completing? Current affairs. Okay, not to wait till monthly magazine is released or something like this. Choose a better source than that. I highly don't recommend, because this would pile up, and the CSAT, what mistakes you made? Have you revised 3 to 4 times? Have you started early? So these all things should be there. And one important thing I wanted to tell you, note making, guys. You are just reading and thinking that you will reproduce it in the exam hall. This is not going to happen until and unless you do it. As there is a saying that I see, I hear, I forget, I believe. I hear, I forget, and I see, I remember. I do, I understand. Until and unless you don't put pen on paper, whatever you read, you try to reproduce on a paper. What all you remember in the priority, because this is what you are going to write in the exam hall. Okay. So please make the notes of, there will be chunks of information given, to you by coaching centers. But that's all not needed, right? There is just no information. You just know it and leave it. But there is some carry to the exam hall information. So you must note it down in the priority in a way that you remember it well. You have to structure, because most of the coaching center, they don't structure the information. Okay, so you have to do it. If they are not doing, what else? You have to do it. Okay, structure the info in a logical way. Logical flow of information should be there. Hierarchy, diagrams, okay, tree diagrams. So this you do. If you do a little bit of brainstorming and enough revision, things would reveal in a manner that you don't forget them. Okay, so you must make the notes again, not point by line all the things. You are, because anyway the base source is there with you. Why are you writing everything again? Okay, so you just note down few sentences. After one revision, you will see this is also not needed. So after 2 to 3 revisions, you would be having, if there is any issue like Battle of Butsa, just few keywords. Okay, few keywords, and you would be explaining that stuff, because when the understanding dawns, you can use your own language and interpret it, write it. So keywords are only the things you have to carry to the exam hall. Do you understand? So it is very, very important you make the notes, don't try for perfection. This is what happening with the aspirants. Okay, perfect material, perfect strategy, perfect sources, and I'll start perfectly from tomorrow. Nothing is going to work. Okay, prioritize execution over perfection. Prioritize execution over planning, guys. So much planning, little execution, not going to help. You will never attain that perfection, guys. Okay, 1 second. So you will never attain that perfection. As you implement these, whatever works for you more and more, you will get more clarity and that way you will be moving towards perfection. Okay, so don't focus on this perfection, try improving every day with whatever you know. Please execute it. What strategy for this, that and all. Look back what mistakes you made, you correct them. That's what you have to do today. If you improved, okay, something today, tomorrow try for more. So this is what happens. Perfect notes, you make the notes from whatever you understand. After 2 to 3 revisions, you get the clarity that okay, this is how it should be you should do. Logical flow of information may not be, that will not come to you in just one go. That's why I'm telling, limit your sources, focus more on revision. Once you do this, everything, like, you would get the better clarity. So I hope this is clear now. So how much note making is important? If you are not making the notes, you are not going to qualify the mains. That I can tell you. Okay. Note making is very, very crucial. Whatever you read, please make notes out of it. Short notes in a way that you can reproduce whatever you read. Okay, you should be able to talk using those keywords, because you cannot reproduce line by line whatever you read in the exam hall, right? Just keywords, and you should be able to write in your own language. This is how you are going to write in mains. How many lines and lines you will remember, and the way information is given by the coaching centers, it is highly impossible. Once you understand the cracks, the main issue, and there are keywords to that, logical manner, you note down these keywords and try to talk, because when you are writing answer, the most important point you have to write the first. So these mistakes aspirants are making, not making notes at all. One key reason for failing in prelims, for failing in mains. Okay. Not revising what they said, they completed optionals and I will touch it after prelims, not going to work. Okay, 10 minutes you can give. If there are 10 subjects, again 100 minutes you must. And one more thing I wanted to mention, please allot a time for revision every day. In the morning your learning curve would be higher. So whatever important things, because optional is very crucial for you now. You try to start your day with optional, not even any exercise, any yoga and all. Whatever you just woke up, fresh up and start your study session. Okay, just 5 to 10 minutes of walking and start your study session. If at all you wanted to start, don't go with CSAT, don't go with current affairs, go with the optionals. When you have high energy, use it for the productive, most important thing. When you are more productive, you must utilize it for the more productive work. So give it for optionals. Then 1.5, let's say you are waking up at 5, 1.5 hour you give for optionals. 6:30, 7 o'clock, then you fresh up and work out, and then breakfast and start other things. Okay. Current affairs, you go for that afternoon, you go for after nap. Okay, lunch, you take a nap. I highly recommend you guys take a nap. Okay, I mean, I have seen myself productive after that. So 20-30 minutes, max 30 minutes after lunch. Okay, you have to shut down your brain. So much information, so many things happen in the world. You have gone through them. It's better you shut down your mind for some time. It would rejuvenate. And then go for CSAT. I will highly recommend you do it in the afternoon, because I want you to align the way you are preparing at the end of the day, exam hall, the exam hall mode. And evening you take some time off. And after 6 or 7, and there is one more thing I wanted to tell here. You have your dinners, guys, before 8. It is very most neglected suggestion. See, you want to take rest, you want to reduce your metabolic activity. Your system should not be spending energy on digestion during sleep. Okay, digestion, whatever digestion has to happen, it has to happen before you go to the bed. So if you have 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed, you would get a good amount of good quality of sleep, and you would be woke up like completely energized. This is very important because you need energy, right? Time is energy. When you have, taking rest means you are spending some amount of time, and if you are not properly rested, if you are not given time for the resting, you will fall sick. So I am not telling you work rigorously and then fall sick rigorously. In between your work, you need to take the rest. That's why this afternoon nap is very important. Okay. So having 2 to 3 hours before dinner, before you sleep, is very important. It helps you in getting a good sleep. Okay, that's the reason I am conducting this webinar at 6, because I want to have my dinner at 6, 7, 7:30, not more than that. Okay, I have made this as a habit. So please you do this, and after dinner make sure you give 1.5 to 2 hours for revision. This must happen on everyday basis. This must happen. Okay, you are not giving time for revision, but go on learning new things. Whatever you read, because whatever you ate yesterday, you don't remember it today, but you are thinking, I will remember this after a week. I want to revise this ratios and proportion once the chapter is over. I will revise when the subject is over. I will keep my revisions after March. Whatever you read, if you revise now, there is a high possibility that retention percentage would be higher, because you would be losing it with every day. You would be losing that. You revise more quickly, you are going to retain more. So that retention capacity, okay, that decreases over a period of time. That's the reason I am telling you must revise on every. If you let's say you are in some family function and all, you are not able to read something new, but you can definitely revise, right? At the end of the day, let's say you have spent whole day in some celebration, but at the end of the day, 1 hour, please revise. There should not be a day you spend without UPSC preparation. Okay, this is what sincerity means. This is what seriousness means. So please make sure you are giving 1.5 to 2 hours every day, because after dinner the learning curve goes down. You won't be able to read something new. This is not like completely true. You could definitely learn something new, but I would highly recommend you use that time for revision. Just walk on the terrace, balcony, try to revise. And how do you revise? This is the mistake most of the aspirants are making. They don't make the notes, so they just skim through the highlights which they have highlighted in some random PDF or notebook, and think that they understood, they revised it. No, the issue. This is what I said. You map these issues to the whatever you read to the syllabus. No, when you map this earthquake, so tomorrow earthquake is there is a news about earthquake. What is it about? When you just know the heading and you try to recall, okay, you try to recall it. What are the waves generated? Which wave is detected by that seismograph first? Okay, so like this is what you don't need to. When you revise with closed book, guys. Okay, don't revise by going through the highlights. This is not, revision is all about testing yourself, recalling. Okay, but you don't want to recall, you just want to go like no, skimming through. This is a passive revision, guys. Okay, skimming through what you have highlighted, this is called passive revision. You are not involved, you are not using your brain, testing your brain. This is not effective way of revision. So do active revision. You know, in like sonars, active sonar, passive sonar. Passive sonars have only the receiver, and active sonar have this transmitter and receiver. Okay, so this is what you need to revise. When you revise, you need to involve transmitter and receiver. But when you do it do the passive revision, only receiving, you are not doing anything from your end. You are just going through whatever highlighted and thinking that you understood the concept. This is why I am saying the note making involves this active learning, not passive learning. Okay, note making involves this active learning, recalling involves this active revision. When you do like this, no, you will find yourself motivated because you are involved in the work, you love that work. So please make sure, these are all the mistakes aspirants are making. I ask them, what are the key reasons you have failed? Is there, I didn't make the notes, sir, I didn't do the revision properly, there is no consistency in my preparation. Okay, and I revised in that manner, I didn't do the revision in a proper manner, I didn't do enough mock tests. Very important, you are going to a match, you need to do some practice, right? Okay, when India loses, you will tell, these people have not practiced enough, or okay. So you must practice well before the exam. And there is one more important I wanted to tell you. Be in the exam mode. This is what is happening. Sir, in CSAT, I didn't answer these questions in the exam hall, but I came out of the exam hall, these 6 questions I was able to solve. Okay, at home I was, solving this easily, but this didn't happen in the exam hall. So what's the problem? You never practice in that environment. You have not made your mind to go through in that, manner. So kindly see this, you cannot make exam hall as your home environment, but you can definitely make your home environment as an exam one. Okay. So what you can do? You people are relaxedly studying. Okay. If a CSAT question is there, you are giving like 10 minutes to solve that problem, solve it in 3 to 4 minutes. If not, go through the notes. If not, go through the video. If not, then come back to us. But you don't want to do this. You don't want to stretch your limits. This is what I am trying to tell here. Stretch your limits, guys, right from now. Okay, in exam hall, it won't happen otherwise. Stretch your limits from day one. Slowly. Okay, whenever you are reading, you think as if you are reading for the exam tomorrow. What's the problem? Can't you inculcate this kind of a behavior in your preparation? Okay. So please, you are in the examination hall when you are when you are practicing now, when you are answer writing, don't write in a relaxed manner. There is a time limit for that. You have to write, you have to do it in this manner, then only you will be able to produce the results. So time machine thing, exam is now, not 9-10 months away. So exam is now, you are in the examination hall. If you build up this priority, all other distractions would drop, guys. A day before examination, would you be taking calls, going through the social media and all? No, right? Because your priority. I want you to build this priority right from now. If not 100%, but you try. Okay. This is how you can bring the change in your life, guys. If you do this for enough time, no, you will definitely see change in your attitude, change in your preparation, how much you have completed. But if you don't do this, everything relaxed manner, this will same thing will happen. You won't be attempting these questions in the exam hall, but outside you will see that you will regret, you will be having regrets. I was able to. So exam environment, creating exam environment when you are studying, it's very, very important. So have a, there is a Pomodoro technique, okay, 25 minutes study, 5 minutes break, 25 minutes study, 5 minutes break. Intensity, focused, defocused, focused, defocused. If you are focused for too long, you need to be defocused for too long. Okay, so if you have worked for too long, you need rest for too long, right? So chunks, divide. So if you have worked for 25 minutes, take break. Again 25 minutes break, focused, defocused manner, guys. Okay, so this is what I am telling. So there are tools for this. Make use of Focus app. If you are using Android, it runs on this Pomodoro principle, free app. Okay, you can make use of it. 25 minutes. I am not going to distract it. Schedule all your calls, all unnecessary work after you complete your revision. Okay, because in your day these are all your top priorities. If you don't do this, every other thing, you attended a call while you are studying, tomorrow something, like whatever calls you, because this is what I wanted to call my relatives and all, I kept, again I have another work to do. So I was like, okay, I will talk, whoever calls, I will say, I am having some work, I will call you after 9. Okay, so this much priority, this much obsession you need to bring. Only then you would be able to see some change in your life, guys. Okay, as Elon Musk says, give yourself for 6 months. If you are serious about changing your life, do something consistently for 6 months. Okay, so 6 months from now, if you are serious about changing your life, do something consistently for 6 months. I guarantee you, you will see the results. If you give up, you don't want it bad enough. As simple as this. Don't drag your preparation for years and years. Bring that seriousness. Exam is tomorrow. You are in the examination hall now. Okay. Revision should be happen every day. Answer writing should happen every day. So all these things are, connected, guys. Okay. So it's just this. If you are serious enough, be consistent for 6 months. You will see there is a change in your life. If you are not serious, okay, then if you give up in between, that means you don't want it bad enough. Admit it, do something what you love. Okay, otherwise it would be just fooling yourself. Okay, and again, as he says, I wanted to repeat his quote, some of his quotes. If you give yourself 30 days to clean your home, it will take 30 days. Okay, you are planning your optionals till December, it will take till December or more than that. Okay, so if you give yourself 30 days to clean your home, it will take 30 days. If you give yourself 3 hours, it will take you 3 hours. Okay, the same applies to your goals, ambitions and plans. You want to drag it, it would take that much time. You don't want to drag it, you want to finish up this in this much time, it would take that much time. But what's needed? Energy, time. Time is energy, guys. Okay, your time is over means your energy is over, you are dead. Okay, when you fall dead, you don't, in your old age, you wouldn't be having that, because you don't have much time. Okay, so so it's very, very important that, okay, you fix a time for every activity you wanted to do. What is, like, everywhere, like, this should run your mind. What I should be doing at this moment? I should be reading CSAT. Doing answer writing practice. I should be reading optionals. I should be doing revision after dinner. If you prioritize, no, at one point in time you will having that regret, and somehow you would be doing it. Okay, so every point of time, like because this is very important for you. You have chosen this journey. This journey demands consistency. All your thoughts should be aligned towards that, your UPSC preparation. But you're keeping it as a last priority, doing every other thing, attending all the calls, attending each and everything. If that is something important, you attend it. Otherwise, you will attend it at a specific time after you attended your top priorities. So it is very, very important. If you are serious enough, be consistent for 6 months, you will see a change in your life. 6 months, if you devote from now till December, you will see, like, if you give 5 to 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours, you can definitely give your, like, 3 to 4 hours in the morning. If you wake up at 5, you can definitely go 3 hours, 1.5 hour till 7, and then 1 hour after that, 8 to 9, something like this. So, like, if you are having 6 hours, complete most of the part in the beginning, like 3 hours, and afternoon something 1 hour, evening 2 hours, something like this. If you are a working aspirant, you can definitely give 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. Okay, 1 hour in between maybe. So I'll come back. Okay, and if you are working aspirant, what you can do? Revision part, no, you can revise during office hours. There are so many aspirants asked me this. Okay, sir, I'm office hours. If you get 10 minutes, give it for revision. You don't have to carry anything. You take the pictures in your mobile phone, whatever you have to revise, you revise. Okay, 10 minutes you would be getting once in between, right? 5, 10, if you had like this, you would be getting minimum 30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour. You could use that time for revision. Okay, so please do this. Okay, don't have, again, there is one more thing I wanted to read. You are not lazy, okay, but paralyzed by many desires. Okay, your mind wants 100 or 1000 things at one time, making it completely stopping you from moving it all. Okay, you are not lazy but paralyzed by many desires. You wanted to do that many things. Now, break the cycle, guys. Okay, break the cycle. Choose one thing and direct all your focus to it. Okay, this is the way you will reach your goal. Prioritize. What is the most important thing in your life right now? UPSC preparation. If this is sorted, every other things will be sorted. After February, people would be coming to me like, sir, mera rejection ho gaya, and in between I was depressed, and after now I wanted to start my preparation. This, they come in April, May. I wanted to prioritize your career. I want you to prioritize your preparation, UPSC preparation. If this is sorted, every other thing will come behind you guys, will fall in line. Your financial problems, your family problems, relationship problems, everything. But if you prioritize that now, this will be going away. Okay. So please prioritize what matters to you, to your family, in your life right now. Don't stick to the silly things that don't matter after 5 years. You face some rejection or something. Would that matter after 5 years? Seriously, look back, okay? Look back. How many rejections you faced, and did that matter to you? No. Okay? So please prioritize. Okay? So this is it, guys. To clear UPSC, you need this. You don't need brilliance. You don't need, highly intelligent mind and all. You need that Nishala Tattvam. You need this consistency. Your thoughts should move, run around this UPSC throughout your day. Okay. I should be doing this right now, I should be doing that right now, I didn't do this. Plan your day. Again, don't plan, as I'm keep telling, don't plan like I will be waking up at 5 exactly tomorrow, 1.5 hour I'll read it. Don't be perfectionist. 5, okay, 1.5 hour, okay. So plan vaguely, focus more on execution. Okay, you should be uh, biased toward taking action. In entrepreneurship, this is what happens. Okay, there are many strategies, many ideas, but what works, people don't know. If they keep planning and planning, they iterate. People, what they do is they implement and see what whether this going to work, or some marketing plan, whether it's going to work or not. So they execute, they focus more on execution, they are more action biased rather than planning and all. Okay, so because tomorrow you are going to the problem solvers in the society. So this is what entrepreneurship means. You are solving some problem. That's the reason there is a partial entry in UPSC. Okay, so please make sure you don't plan much. Perfect material, how hundreds of timetables you guys make, and don't stick to any, don't execute any. Have a vague plan, focus more on execution, because your work should be your motivation, and that motivates. When you do more really good amount of work, no, it motivates you. Not the planning motivates, not some other video, not some strategy by this, not some quote you read. Your work should be your motivation. Okay, so you wanted to do something, don't plan, just execute it. Spend some 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then you will see things will be revealed to you. Okay, so this is it, guys. Okay, bring the sense of urgency, Nishala Tattvam, that consistency has to be there. Okay, everything you do, it should be aligned towards your preparation, UPSC preparation. Okay, now we have talked enough about all the preparation and all. Now CSAT, 10 minutes I will wrap up. Okay, so this is what the mistake aspirants are making, not starting early. It cannot be a last minute preparation anymore. You need to get this. Paper getting difficult every year, lengthy. They are not testing your formulae, remembering skills, tips, tricks. This is not going to work. Okay, you need to have a proper understanding of the concepts, fundamentals. For this to happen, you need to start your preparation early. No other way. You started your preparation early, now you need to be consistent. Okay, if you are not consistent, again you would be learning these things from zero. What's the point? Okay, this should not happen. Whatever you read, you should not be losing it. I hope this is clear. Starting early and being consistent. Again, when I say early, sir, again 30 to 40 minutes is what this course demands. So make sure you give this much time. Okay, and I'm always telling, be in the exam mode. When you're solving a problem, relaxedly you are solving. Don't do this. Try to solve the problem in 3 to 4 minutes. If not getting, go through the notes. If not, watch the video, come back to us. You have to be in the exam mode. In exam hall, you won't get this much time. If you practice in this manner only, you will be able to execute in the exam hall. 5 practice questions are there. 5 into 3, 15 minutes you have to solve. Okay, equally you have to distribute again. You should not leave any question. Mindset, guys, mindset. You have to work on this. There is no such thing as difficult. It's just that these things demand your time. If you give the time it demands, these things will become easier. Okay, there is no such thing as maths is difficult, people will feel. There is no such thing. It's just that you have not devoted enough time towards it. There are people you know, excelling in the, carries things which we have not imagined at all. It's just that they have given time towards that. How did it happen then? It's just that they have given time. There are people who ride the bicycle on a rope. How they can do it? They have devoted enough time, guys. Okay, you have mastered something means you have races. How can, there are people every time, I get to see this, who move fastly, like, in the traffic, heavy traffic. They make all those stunts, and I feel, I don't encourage that, but how come these people, they have practiced it enough? Okay, this is what they do. More the sound, more the tension. So please make sure, okay, keep this in mind. There is no such thing as difficult. It's just that you have, if you convince yourself, no, there won't be no such thing as you won't do. Okay. So and in CSAT, again, you have to revise every day. You have to make the notes. You revise 3 to 4 times before touching any other source. This, our course is one-stop solution. You revise 3 to, because a maths problem has number of methods to solve, approach. Okay. You go on touching other source right from the beginning. He will confuse you with another method, and you would be like confused. You will be in confusion endlessly. This should not happen. Once you have done enough revision, any problem can be solved using this method. The easiest methods, in the easiest manner, we have taught you. So once you do the enough revision, you will know, you can pick up any book after that. Though this course is one-stop solution, if at all you wanted to test, you can test it. Okay, whatever wherever you come across some problem, try to solve using our concepts. Okay, methods are, you should limit yourself to the methods. Okay, so 30 to 40 minutes you must give. We are having a Telegram channel. Every day the schedules are being posted. The course is available to you from day 1, because this is a static course. Live course, again, people are having this confusions are live course and all. See, not more than 20-30 guys will attend if I take the live classes. I did this. Most of the people would be having 3,000 students in our course. Most of them would be, the remaining student would be watching the recorded one. So I don't want to put my effort again and again taking how many live classes one can take, how many batches one can take. Okay, after January everybody would be. So I made a pre-recorded course which would be like whole, you shouldn't be reading NCERT for the CSAT. Okay, there is no book for the, it will teach everything, whatever exam this NCERT is not exam oriented. Kindly get this. Okay, so let me come back. Okay, I will come back to all these questions. So what I was explaining. So make sure you stick to the concepts in our course, okay, and try to solve every question 3 to 4 times. Did enough revision, you can pick up any book, test yourself. Okay, and 30 to 40 questions this course demand, 30 to 40 minutes this course demands on everyday basis. Again, this pre-recorded course will help you in attempting other exams. Okay, tomorrow you are having some any other exam, you wanted to complete all of this will help you. Okay, so and whatever updation would be there, right, we'd be doing it on the go based on the latest trends. Some more topics would be added, previous year questions. Okay, so we have started the work, all the RC from now. Okay, we are planning like one weekly 5 to 6 RC questions we wanted you to, because mastering, you need to be strong in RCs as well. I used to tell, I keep telling, okay, you must master reliable parts, maths and logical, if you master maths, logical reasoning would become easier. Arts is decently, but again, okay, you should aim for trying as much as possible in RCs as well. So please get this right from beginning. Okay, master maths. This is the only savior for you in CSAT. Other section you can definitely, okay, you can do it decently, but if you are not mastering two section, no, if you master maths, logical reasoning anyway would be mastered. So you aim for mastering maths first, not RCs and this. Anyway you can master them later, but maths take enough time, guys. So for this, to master this, you need to start preparation early. Okay, so you cannot master this in last few months. Okay, so this is very important. And there is this one question aspirants keep on asking us. They wanted to save themselves. Only these many chapters are enough for sir. Okay, no. See, you have enough time, guys. You have enough time. What you should be doing from now then? You aim as much as possible. Okay, as much as possible. There are 320 days for prelims. You want to stick to, aim for only 90 marks. There's a saying, if you aim for stars, you will be landing upon moon. If you aim for just for qualifying marks, you will fall far below that. Aim for 90, you will be falling in 70. Again, dilemma would be there. This is a qualifying examination. You shouldn't be having an iota of doubt that whether you will qualify or not. For this, you try as you should be like nothing. You got nothing to lose, guys. You should be preparing in that way. Okay, when you have enough time, don't try to save yourself. I would be preparing only these many chapters, only these many questions, 66 only I would be aiming, 90 marks only I would be aiming. You aim for 120, you will land up in 90s. You aim for 90s, you will land up in 70s or below that. Okay, so when you have enough time, make sure you try to cover each and everything. If you are coming a month before us, we will prioritize the work for you. You first complete these. And this is what leading to their failure, because in last minute this is what they want, and we have to somehow help them, because there is no secret ingredient, guys. As I keep on telling, there is no secret ingredient. We have made the course easy for you, made it affordable. We have impeccable support, but it's you who have to travel. Okay, complete the journey from Bangalore to Coimbatore. Okay, there may be some different ways, flight, train, bus or whatever, but anyhow you have to complete the distance. I mean, you are thinking that okay, this distance would be reduced. No, there are ways. That's it. There are no secret ingredients, guys. Okay, you must complete the journey. We have made the things easier. These ways are just the way we made the things. Okay, but you have to walk the path. I badly want you to complete the course. Nothing left. I keep on telling, please make the notes. Okay, but you guys, this is what I said in the first few sections. This course should be a one-time learning for you. Okay, you should not be spending money, time again and again learning, going through the CSAT classes. So this should not happen. Okay, so kindly remember these things about CSAT. Starting early, being consistent, making the notes, being in the exam mode. Okay, and communication, very important. You enroll early. In between, you don't ask any doubts. You come back to us in January, February, and you tell us that do something, sir. this is what I did in the past, my score was good in GS1, but this is what I am struggling. Okay, for CSAT, there are no shortcuts. The course is there, you have to complete that, because with the changing pattern, okay, that unpredictability factor is there, we cannot do anything about. We have made the things easier. You have to complete your journey. And remember, crash courses, if you are resorting to crash courses, be it for prelims and mains, crash courses will crash you guys. Okay, please get this. Only foundational course will help you in the long run. Crash courses will crash you no matter what. For CSAT it will not work, not for CSAT, for any other thing. Okay, in crash courses you don't have enough foundation, enough, if a question is asked in interview, you need to reply it properly. Okay, so kindly remember this, crash courses will crash you. Don't resort to crash course. There is no book for CSAT. Okay, people are going through Tata McGraw-Hill, Eshan, the NCRT. These are not made for CSAT, guys. There is no book for market in the CSAT. Okay, I highly recommend you enroll for a course. There are no books, because CSAT is a qualifying examination. You need to spend some time, some money, and get the things done easily. Don't dumb down your preparation. There are no things such as free. Okay, there is no free lunch, guys. Okay, you must invest some amount of money and get the things done in a easier manner. If you do it on your own, it will be a long path. Do it with some who is expert, guys. You need that guru's guidance to make the things happen in shorter time. Okay, so there is no book for CSAT. Kindly get this. NCRT and all, this will teach each and everything which is not exam oriented, from basics and all. Will teach whatever is needed from the exam point of view, from basics, from scratch to advanced, guys. Okay, so attempting strategies, as he said, I'm not okay. Pooja, see, first I want you to master, okay, maths. Let's talk about CSAT. Okay, master maths. You have mastered maths, then reading and this analytical ability, reasoning would be easier for you. Okay, so you need to prepare decently for every section. Okay, not ignoring any, decently for every section. If you have made one part stronger, that doesn't mean that you can ignore. Okay, so this is very, very important. You need to master two sections, and other section you need to attempt decently. Okay, and a strategy, see, this strategy and all, no, this is again I am telling you, have done enough revision, you would be able to answer these questions. Okay, so strategy, like you try to solve easier questions first. This strategy part, okay, I don't want to prolong it. Okay, I will talk in the last moment. Okay, and from January, because right now your focus should be about trying to complete all the chapters. Okay, attempting as many questions as possible. Once you have done enough groundwork, that time I would give you what is needed. Okay, but don't try what is, like, you implement what's working, what's not working. But for CSAT, in 2 lines I want to attempt the easier ones first, because this is a qualifying examination. You want to get in that comfort zone as soon as possible. Which sections you are stronger, in that section which chapters you are stronger, attempt the questions from that chapter first. Okay, so if you come across a question from ratios and proportion, if you are good at it, go for it. If you are come across a question from permutation and combination, you are not good at it, leave for it, come back at the end. So easier questions first. There are easier questions in every section. So you wanted to go like all the questions are first math section first, then reasoning, then RC's part. You try this, and see which is working for you. Okay, so execution is very very important. Okay, you have enough time for this, you execute, and I will give you the strategy, you test it, and at the end you will be having a conclusion that okay, this is what is working, this is what I have to do, this is what okay will make me clear CSAT. So I hope this is clear, guys. Okay, I want all of you to okay not to commit this mistake, CSAT especially. This should not be a regret for you. Okay, so 5 minutes, I am wrapping up. Consistency is the key in UPSC revision. Once you have done enough revision, you will see that you don't need much sources. If you are not making notes, you are going to fail. Okay, again, don't make bulky notes. What is needed from the exam point of view, chop down after don't try to be a perfectionist right from beginning. As you spend more and more time, no, you will get that mastery, and you will come to know that this is what is needed. At the end, you would be carrying just this 6 to 7 keywords for a issue, not more than that. Okay, and so note making is over. You must allot time for revision on everyday basis. You should not be relearning the things whatever you learnt earlier. Okay, focus on revision, write down all your mistakes. This is the first thing you have to do after this webinar. What mistakes you made. If you don't analyze, no, if you don't self audit, you need to do this on daily basis. Okay, you need to look at every day, every 4-5 hours, you need to look back what you should be doing, what you did, how much you devoted for how much you devoted for UPSC, what are the important things you did. If you do this, no, you will come to know where your time is going. Don't do this self audit when the results are out. At that time, nothing is in your hands. Don't do this once the exam is over or results are out. Do this on everyday basis. 3 to 4 times every day, 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the evening. Okay, every 4 hours you make sure, okay, at the end of the day, after you should sit and audit your day. Okay, and plan well that you are not going to do this. Don't try for perfection. Try improving every day. Focus more on execution. Have a vague plan. Focus more on execution. You should be action biased. Okay, focus more on execution over planning. Focus more on execution over perfection. If you are serious enough, bring that consistency. You will see change in your career, in your life in 6 months. Okay, if you give up, it's just that you are not serious enough. Okay, and any other question? I didn't try UPSC CSC. Okay, I didn't try, guys. I'm not into in-state PCS as well. MBA exams I did. Okay, I had this idea of wanted to do my MBA from top IIMs, IIT, IIMs, too many I's. Okay, so I wanted to have that. I given CAT exam. I have selected. Okay, got calls from all top IIMs. Okay, IIM A, IIM B, but at that point of time, I was like, I had this idea. The schools would be like this, and all, but in reality, reality hit me hard. This is not going to be the life. I don't want to work somewhere else in Bangalore and all. I love my hometown. Okay, I'm kind of a nature lover, and I don't want to spend 25 lakhs towards MBA learning the stuff and working for something and all. So I wanted to start something on my own. Okay, so when I was working in Chennai, I was helping these aspirants, okay, state PSC aspirants, my friends who are my roommates. So they told, why don't you come and teach us? I never know that I can teach. Okay, I explain the things better. I know their pain points, so I address them. Okay, wait, I'm coming to. Okay, so then they told, why don't you start your coaching center and all. Okay, I was good at mathematics. Yes, I am from Tamil Nadu. from E-Road. So PGDM equivalent MBA in top B schools, PGDM from where you are doing that matters, okay, because these days it's all about brand, okay, from where you are doing. People are not interested in your skills and all, but if you come to the entrepreneurship world, like business world, startups and all, people are interested in your skills. The people who work for me, they have not completed their degree, but they are good at content writing and all. So I thought, when they said like this, I should do something about it. So I thought I'll start a online coaching center, and then I have seen someone, I have recommended one of my friend to a coaching center. They promise that they will pay him the salary and all, okay. So they charge like 12,000 rupees and all, but he did. They promised 12,000 rupees. They have taken fee as 12,000 rupees from every aspirant, but they didn't pay the salary to the friend whom I have recommended it, okay. So I'll come back to that. So I was really angry because he's my close one, and I recommended it, and he taught in that coaching institute for 3 months. He has to pay the salary, he has taken the fees from the aspirants, but didn't pay it. After 6-7 months pursuant, okay, he has paid. I told I will come to your exam coaching center, and I will have an argument with you there. How come you will? So that really made me angry. So I started the course at the 1200 rupees. Okay, that's the reason I started the course at 1200 rupees, and gradually I felt that I have to charge a bit more so that I have to sustain. So 1200, 15, 18, like that, now 3000. Okay. So this was the journey of CSAT Mantra, and over a period of time, I come to know that I can do this well. I know the pain points. Okay, I have interacted with many aspirants, and I know their pain points. Okay, and I could explain them better. They are having the hesitation towards the silly doubts. So being online, I was able to, like succeeded. Like they don't have any hesitation now. Any silly doubts I was able to answer. Okay, I'm answering. So somehow, okay, this worked for me, and I'm sticking to this. And above this, I have started one more startup as well. It's funny, it's kind of funny because everybody had a laugh when I said this. That's a yogikshadi.com, guys. Okay, yogikshadi.com, it's a matrimonial site exclusively for the spiritually inclined. Okay, now was snake ring. I see I'm a Isha meditator. Okay, so I'm Sadhguru's follower again. This has nothing to do. So I'm just sharing my journey. So Isha meditator, that's the reason I'm wearing this, because this has some benefits. Okay, the copper ring has some benefits, so I'm wearing this. So I wanted to marry someone who is also on that journey, spiritual journey from Isha meditator. So I had like I felt this, like there are no platforms for the spiritually inclined people. There are matrimonial sites for the based on caste, based on language, community, but there are no matrimonial site for the spiritually inclined. So there are one or two sites, but support is not good, incomplete. So much things they are lacking. Okay, they just created and left it like that. So I face so many rejections. That's the reason I'm telling. The rejections you face are not going to matter you after 5 years. Okay, ours is a kind of a arranged love marriage. Okay, so we started, like I started this website, okay, yogikshadi.com, a year back, and build the things. Now it's running good. Okay, so this is, so having, I'm quite busy with these two things, guys. Okay, these are the things I love and I wanted to do it, and ma'am takes care of now. Okay, so all the marketing and all, there are a few team members for content creation and all they are doing now. Yes, Pooja. So this is what, okay, I felt. Okay, aspirants are if it is an offline course, they are always feeling that what would others think. Log क्या सोचेंगे? Okay, this is a basic question. So would teacher look down upon me? So this was the feeling they have. But online, you shouldn't be having hesitation. I'm clearly telling, hesitation is a sin. Krishna says hesitation is a sin. You shouldn't be hesitating. Okay, if you overcome this hesitation, no, because this hesitation will haunt you for again and again. Whatever you want to learn, if you overcome this hesitation, no, that thing would be over right now. So this is it, guys. So that was my CSAT mantra journey. And when it comes to yogikshadi.com, okay, I highly, I mean, this is after your UPSC journey. But if anybody in your family or friends, if anybody knows, if anybody was on that spiritual path and looking for that, you could definitely tell them, okay. And Ritesh, yeah, good to know this. Okay, good to know this, Ritesh. Thank you so much, Pooja. Happy to know this. And if somebody have not started their CSAT preparation, guys, please let them know. We are trying to reach as many people as possible, and we need your help. Okay, we need your help. So please let them know there is some CSAT mantra, because still people are not. Okay, we are trying our best, but it's not happening to the extent we are planning. Okay, so there are demo lectures and all available. Only when they like the course they can enroll. Okay, so this is it. So any other queries, guys? Okay, I wanted to wrap up. Any other queries? Okay, Metron, thank you so much for your appreciation. Any other queries? Arsha Babu, Ritesh, Pooja. Which classes? CSAT is already available, right? Which classes you're talking? Rowdy struggle. Which class you're talking about? See, live classes, as I said, no, 95% of the course is already available to you. Okay, remaining part we are updating. We will be updating on the go. The work has been started. Okay, so we are sharing the schedules. You have to follow that schedule and complete it. Motivation part is there from our end. Okay, daily targets are given. We are taking you through the course in a holistic manner. All you have to do is follow the CSAT channel, go through the things which we have shared on daily basis. 10 minutes, that's it, not more than that. Okay, so yes, Krishna, it's getting tougher, but that it's just that, if you give some time, no, there are no such things are difficult. If you give time, no, things will become easier. Okay, for some people it's tough, for some people it's easy. What differentiates between them? Tell me. It's just that they have devoted some time, guys. Some people have made the things easier for you. If you have devoted some time, things will become easier. Okay, so always keep this in mind. It's just that you have not devoted enough time. You are feeling the things are difficult. Okay, so hope I have answered the queries. Anything else? One more minute. Anything else? If not, we'll close. Thank you so much. Anything else? If you have any. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you so much. If you have any other queries, okay, feel free to message us in Telegram. We'll be happy to answer. Okay, thank you. Take care.